When I was 11 years old, life was tough.
Where's Mama?
She's gone. She don't want me no more. And she don't want you neither.
And I've always loved music. And I found some songs that I held on to. They gave me hope.
Hi guys, welcome to my spoiler review of I Can Only Imagine, the new Christian film. It's directed by, who was it? Oh, the Erwin brothers, who are mostly known for their faith-based films. I loved this movie, and I think a lot of it had to do with my faith and how much of the concept of forgiveness is placed into this story. I think that the acting was well done, and Dennis Quaid, oh my gosh, Dennis Quaid, I love that man. And he used to be in everything, and now he's not. He just shows up in little cameos here and there, in places you would never expect him. So him playing this abusive father was amazing. Oh my gosh. So they start out, you're thinking that Dennis Quaid is going to be the bad guy, the dad, Arthur. And I mean, he was, but the whole film is based on that relationship between Bart and his father. And it's so crazy that this is a true story because of the miracles that forgiveness can do, not only from God, but from the people that you wronged. And it's just amazing. I loved every second. The moment, I was on the brink of tears for the entire movie, but when Bart was singing that song and he looked out into the crowd and everyone was gone except for his dad, I was bawling. I was bawling my eyes out. This was so good, and so everything was so perfectly intertwined, and all of the timing for each little thing was so well placed that it just brought the entire film together. And honestly, the actors and the actresses, I don't know if they did a good job or not. I think they did, but it could have just been how great this was put together. So it made it look like the actors were doing incredible, and I think they did. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's not a common opinion. I don't know if it's me being biased, but I loved every second of this film. I saw it with my family on Easter, and it actually, as I was watching it, it reminded me of a good friend of mine whose father was also very abusive, but when it came time for his father to die, it meant the world to him that his father was turning towards God and everything else. And it was just, God, love this movie. And Mercy Me, there's rumors that they're going to be at this big festival that I go to this summer, so I'll see if I get to see them and maybe meet them. It's also crazy to me because of how much I love Christian music. Like, if you look at my playlist, at least 90% of it is Christian music. I love Christian music, and I love movies, and I love Dennis Quaid, and I loved everything about this movie. And the story, everything's just so good. But I can't give it 5 stars because of how much I feel like I am being biased. I feel like it wasn't as good as I think it was, and I don't want to give it too much credit. And it's so hard to rate these kinds of films because it really depends on the audience, and it's really tough. It's a tough thing to do, but I think that this actor that played Bart, J. Michael Finley. I think that he was very good, and he has a beautiful singing voice. It doesn't sound at all like the real Bart, like the guy who actually sings the song. I think J. Michael Finley's voice was way more country, but he was a beautiful singer. Amy Grant and Michael W. Smith. I was arguing with my mom about this because she thought that those were the real people, and I was like, no, those were definitely actors, because we just saw Michael W. Smith this summer, and we might see Amy Grant next summer. But so they had my mom fooled. She thought that it was them. It was just, in my non-spoiler review, I'm kind of doing the same thing, as I'm just rambling about how much I love this movie and not really providing very much detail as to why I love it. But the whole concept of forgiveness and the power of it is just amazing to me. And watching this poor boy's life get turned around with 1 week at a church camp, I just love it. I love it. Church camps have done a lot for not necessarily me, but people very close to me. And I think that they are a great thing in this world, and this movie just proves it, and I love it. I wish that I had more people on this show so that they could ask me questions, because then I could be able to respond with answers. So please feel free to comment with questions about this movie. I can tell you directly why I loved it. But other than that, I got nothing else for you. I think it's a great movie. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys didn't like it. Tell me why, because maybe I'm not seeing something. Anyway, have a great day.
You hungry? Set the table.
What is this?
I want to make things right. You and me.
My dad was a monster, and I saw God transform him.
You have a gift. Real gift.
I didn't think that God could do that. And so I wrote this song for my dad.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.